Cancers, hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot. These messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys, yay, as well as myself. Cancers, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Hello to all my new subscribers, welcome. It's so cool that you're here, all of you, like all of you. It's really, really awesome, yay. Cancer, I hope you're as excited as I am for your August 2020 reading. As I was pre-shuffling your cards and asked to be tapped in or to be connected with your energies, what came through strongly was rest, and really be kind to yourself. Like, be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, okay? That's what came through. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to shuffle one deck, but that's okay. It's the Guardian Angel card. Interesting, that never happened. So, my sweetheart, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Oh, yeah. What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. Dang it. Something I mentioned in all the other videos already, and now I forgot what it was. Huh. All right. I don't know. Oh, whoa. All right. Here we go. I'll show you in a second. Again, it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates with you, my sweethearts, and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, right? Also, you can reverse the placements. It's not gender specific. I read the energies here, not the genders. And it's not really time specific either. I know I put times on it, but really whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. I trust spirit on that, and did ever since I started the channel, and it works fine, so we should be good. All right, and also these messages can be triggering because they're designed for those specifically that seek personal and or spiritual growth. If that's not what you're seeking, it's totally fine. You're more than welcome to stay, right? You just need to know that they're designed for that purpose. All right, you start off with the Queen of Cups here, yay! Very watery, and it's really not surprising. It really isn't, because we're in Cancer season right now, and it's all about emotions, and it's all about wanting to be felt, these emotions, and that's what the Queen of Cups does. Also, highly intuitive being. You are highly intuitive being. Her cup is full. Right now, what they're trying to do with working on you is what I'm specifically hearing is making your cup overflow. That's what that is. Your cup is full. Yes, that's true. Your cup is full. But by really diving into the deeper areas of your emotions and really going deep within to parts of you that may have been buried previously, and by bringing that up onto the light for you to look at and for you to acknowledge, oh wow, that's part of me right there. That's when your cup is overflowing. That's when, oh my God, you're going to feel so good. Like, because it's like a fountain that doesn't stop. That's the image I'm getting. It's like a fountain, a self-replenishing fountain. When right now you're managing to nurture yourself, right? And to keep your own cup full. But you're stepping into a place where it's automatically happening, where you don't even have to think about, how am I going to nurture myself? What do I have to do? It's just automatic, because with that bringing up of those emotions, the suppressed emotions, that's what's being brought up to the light here, which is super fascinating. I really love that, because how awesome is this when you don't have to think about, oh yeah, I need to do this and that in order for me to feel good, in order for me to feel nurtured and protected and just feel really, really good and comfortable, right? And you just don't have to think about it anymore. With that release is what I'm feeling. Release, but with that diving deeper into your emotional world here. Very connected to the spiritual realms is what I'm getting here, because they're specifically drawing my view to the veil here, to the veil. Very connected. But I said highly intuitive, but they wanted to stress that some more. Your next card out is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So absolutely. There's that holding on to something here, because it once brought you a lot of comfort is what I'm getting with this. These to me are the suppressed emotions. I know we're talking about coins here, but that's what I'm getting with that card right now. Of course, it could also mean that money is tight, but what I'm really getting here with this is you holding on. And this could very well be like unconsciously holding on to old and suppressed emotions that are now, though, you're being asked to release them, to be like, okay, bring them to the light. It's like now you are ready to bring them to the light. And I very strongly feel the bonus birthday reading for you Cancers is connected to this. So we'll see where it ties in, but I definitely feel that it's an extension to that reading. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you do, if you're resonating with this. Oh yeah, there's a strong connotation to the throat chakra, to speaking up, to really making clear and allowing. And I don't know why I'm doing this motion, because usually you would think that it's like upwards, but there's something about this motion here that's important. Now I don't know what that is. It's, of course, it's like swallowing. Everything we eat, it's being brought down. So maybe you have swallowed those emotions and kept them down. That will make a lot of sense, because we're talking about the solar plexus chakra here as well, solar plexus and throat. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because that's the stomach area, right? So you're swallowing those emotions and suppressing them, and this may have accumulated in your stomach, like those emotions, right? And in the solar plexus chakra, in that area. And that's not just the front, that's also the back. So you may be feeling it in your back as well, because it's like radiant, that thing, that chakra, right? Like all of our chakras. And that's in the realm of self-esteem. And I almost said self-care. So these are really connected. That's the automatic thing. That's the self-replenishing. When this is shining, it's a really good thing, like with any other chakra basically too, but it's specifically throat and solar plexus that is being worked on right now, and that you should you be the judge of that, but that is a special focus on right now. Oh, yay! Knight of Cups, yes, exactly. Love offered to yourself. Love offered to yourself. It's like, love yourself the way you wish to be loved by someone else, first and foremost. That's what that is. Gift yourself with little things, like give yourself beautiful flowers, right? Make yourself breakfast like you would do for a lover. Really treat yourself as though you were your own lover, which you really are. You are. Because that's also in the self-replenishing. That seems to be very important here too. Yeah, self-replenishing. By knowing, and you'll find out what you like in that process as well. It's like you may have thought that you liked a certain thing, and then you find out it doesn't really do it for me, and so you try something else, and then you realize, wow, yeah, that's really it. I really like that. And that's also self-replenishing and very nurturing to the soul, the body, and the mind. There's a lot of that in there. Find out how you can replenish your soul, your body, and your mind here, okay? And you'll do that with what I just described. For example, you can use other techniques as well, of course, but that's important for you Cancers. What is that? They're really emphasizing, and I have no idea for what reason, those things on the armor here, those bubbles. No, I have no idea why they would point that out for me, and I've never noticed it so prominently on his armor. Oh, of course. That is like, that's the expression, that's what wants to come out. So they may indeed be stored a lot here in this area, which would make sense because of throat, right? And the solar plexus, this is where they're connecting. So it's almost like a sweating out kind of a process. So seeing these as sweating beads coming out and being released. These are old emotions. Yeah. All right. That's good. And we all know, or most of us know how good it feels. Like after we, let's say after we go to the sauna and we sweat it all out, all the toxins, right? And then we want to drink. Yeah, drink a lot of water also during this process. Thanks. Yeah, I should too, because I had this major release yesterday, and oh my god, all day I woke up with a headache, like I had been drinking like crazy. I had such a heavy head, and it was really tough for me to get into the day. But as the day proceeded, because I knew I needed to drink lots of water, I needed to really listen to my body, to my needs, what would be nurturing to me. Then I slept a little, I meditated, I did a little sound bath, you know, all those nurturing things. Like I did a little massage with avocado oil and essential oils mixed together. Like massaging yourself, for example, can be very, very cool. Or if you have a partner, go for it. Those types of things. But it's more so, again, in the realm of self nurturing, doing that for yourself. Yes, so lots of water. All right. Yeah. Let's carry on with the Wildwood Tarot. By the way, this is a mix of new and old reading style, so we'll see whatever wants to come out. I switched the Rider-Waite, thank you, the Rider-Waite deck with, thanks, with the Wildwood Tarot. Which one would you like? This, yeah, absolutely. All right. Oh, wow. Let me just check. Okay, none of these. So, my dears, you have the Lynx. The Lynx. This is immediately what I'm getting with this, and this has Page of Stones, which is the Page of Pentacles, which is tied in with the Four of Pentacles here, of course. There is something that has been lingering, right? Lingering is what I feel. And the lynx is an animal that hides so well. And they're gone before you see them, really, because they have really good hearing and really good senses. They have a really good sensory system. So before you even know they're there, they already knew, like a while ago, like half an hour ago, that you were coming, right? And so they hid away. But right now, and this is symbolic for your emotions, so now you are at that point where this is slowly coming out, where the lynx is stepping into the light and is making itself known. It's like, you know, those with his paws, or its paws, it's just like very gentle approaching. Is it safe to come out? Asked the lynx. And you're like, yeah, it's safe to come out. Like, I'm ready to receive what you have for me here. And the lynx is like, okay then, here I am. I'm coming to the light fully, but only to you. Like, this is something specific, because this is like a bonding kind of a process that requires trust as well, because the lynx is not just going to come out for anyone. They're coming out for you specifically, Cancer, because you built that trust. So that may require communication, that may require for you to sit down and actually start to work with the lynx here. Start to talk, sit down, quiet yourself. Really just sit. Don't expect anything. Just sit down, sit with it. Make that offer. I'm here. You can come out if you want to. Like, I'm offering you. I'm inviting you to come out. And the lynx is going to check, is it safe for me to come out? Is this really a good time? And then slowly they realize, yes, it is. And they'll come out. And they have really, to me, wow, to me, this very much ties. This is basically an extension of the bonus birthday reading, because what I see with the eyes, they're very gentle. They're very childlike here. So it's really like they've been waiting on this. They've been waiting on the opportunity to show themselves. But again, they really want to make sure it's safe for them to come out first. And then you have the King of Bows with the Adder, which is a totally different energy, which is kind of a chaotic kind of an energy. It's like there's so much going on there. It's like, oh, it's so different from the Lynx, which is so serene, right? So serene and calm. And then there's this mess going on here. And it's like, what is this? And it's like, that's how you may perceive it too before you start to actually calm down. It's like, I don't even know where to start as Cancer, because there's so much action or so much intertwined. It's like when you have, you know how wool, that's what they're giving me the image. When wool is really messed up together, a bunch of different, I don't know how you call them, like knots, you know, those balls, those woolen balls. And when they're really tangled together, that's what I'm getting here. When they're really tangled together, then it's just very hard to find beginning or end or which one is which. And it's like just really frustrating, right? It's really frustrating. And you're like, oh my God. And then you just drop it and you're like, I don't even want to bother with this. That's that. And again, the advice here is it'll make itself known to you. Again, rest, sit down and nurture yourself. It'll come out all on its own. You don't have to don't go there expecting anything, right? Don't go there expecting anything. And this is very much internal, I feel, but it could very well also make itself known on the external, just for you to, sometimes we need that little reminder from the external world so that we are indeed going back inside and, oh, there was something I remember, right? That those woolen balls that were intertwined that I couldn't get to untangle. It'll untangle quite on its own, because these move contrary to what you thought, that you had to do anything with that. You don't. You just have to be there. You just have to be attentive, but then step back. You just have to move close enough, and then you sit in meditation or otherwise, or just sit, be close, so your energy can be felt. Your readiness to do this can be felt, and they'll untangle quite by themselves, right? Ah, the Seven of Vessels, morning, yeah. Yes. That's it. It speaks for itself. That card does. I'm seeing Aquarian energy here, which is interesting. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe Aquarians, or you have Aquarius somewhere in your chart strongly, or we're talking about another person here that caused this chaos, or seemingly caused this chaos. And again, it's just that connotation towards cry. There's, oh my God, first of all, what I see here is you cried so much already. And you have 7 different vessels. It's like, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm just gonna say it. It's like these are full of your tears. And maybe there's another one you're gonna fill with your tears. But then it's over. Then that time of mourning is over. There's a time for mourning, and then there is a time for celebration and for joy. And that's right after the mourning, basically, right? It's over then. It's really, the advice here is then to step out of it and then to nurture yourself again. It's good to release. It's good to transform those energies. But then the advice is to step away from your tearful events and get out of the energy quickly, rather quickly, because then it's done. Then it's like, all right, Cancer, that was really good. That was really good that you did that. And then it's time to really move on. Really move on. All right. That's really interesting. I'm tempted to immediately draw another card here from the Moon Oracle deck to really find out more about your situation here and whatever else Spirit wants to say. But we're already 19 minutes in. So I'm going to leave that open for the extended. And then it's almost... well, it's only Oracle cards that we're going to draw over there, so I'm sure we're going to get some in-depth action to this reading and some advice from Spirit on how you could proceed further if this resonated with you. So you'll find the link down below in the caption. Thank you very much, Cancers, for watching. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, beautiful comments, booking private readings with me. I'm open right now, so you can also find the link down in the description box. All right, my sweethearts, I'm sending you much love and light, and I'll see you either over on Vimeo or Patreon or next time. Bye.